Shalom. My name is Ben Kayo Bethel Yisrael. We have been discussing dress as it relates to the seventh day for some time now, and we have given you a lot of very pertinent facts. So at this time, before we move on to our next point, we are going to put all that we have discussed about this subject into a condensed version. The first commandment ever given to man was given to Adam, which was to dress the Garden of Eden. We told you that the word dress in Hebrew is abad, spelled from right to left, ayin, beit, dalet, and it means worshiper. Worshiper is equivalent to celebrant, and celebrant describes a person who celebrates. By definition, celebrate means to observe a day or commemorate an event with ceremonies. Yahweh made the heaven and the earth in 6 days, and when the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them, Yahweh commanded Adam, his descendants, and all the families of the earth to obey, comply with, and conform to, as law, the observance of the seventh day as a day of rest, to observe and to honor the memory of him for all his work, his creation, which he, Yahweh, created and made. The seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh. It is a holy day devoted entirely to reflecting upon, showing great respect, and giving exclusive honor to Yahweh. The Sabbath is a sign between only Yahweh and you. And in it, the Sabbath, no one is to do any work. What day is the seventh day? Man has changed the times and laws of Yahweh and is keeping the seventh day according to man's time. The God of the Bible, Yahweh, did not name the days of the week, and he did not name the months of the year as we know them today. Therefore, since Yahweh commanded Adam to keep the seventh day as the Sabbath of Yahweh, we have determined what constitutes the seventh day and what it is based on. First, we established what constitutes one day. We have established that a day, by definition, is the period of 24 hours called the solar day, during which the earth rotates once on its axis with respect to the sun. A 24-hour period is determined by two great lights in the firmament of the heaven, which are to divide the day from the night. The greater light, the sun, to rule the day, and the lesser light, the moon, to rule the night. Thus, a day equals 12 hours between sunrise and sunset, and night equals 12 hours between sunset and sunrise. This 24-hour period is called the solar day. Solar is defined as indicating time by means of the sun. One full solar day begins at sunset and ends at sunset, which constitutes the 24-hour period during which the earth rotates once on its axis with respect to the sun. The sun is the time measurement system that Yahweh, the God of the Bible, created to calculate in advance the number of days, months, and years. Second, we told you that solar days determine a solar month, and that a solar month totals 30 days, 10 hours, 29 minutes, 3.8 seconds. We also stated that one solar month is equivalent to 1/12 of a solar year. Thus, a solar year consists of 12 solar months and begins at the period of time required for the earth to make one complete revolution around the sun, measured from one vernal equinox to the next, and equal to 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, 45.51 seconds. We documented that a solar year is the period of time required by Yahweh for the earth to make one complete revolution around the sun. This one complete revolution is measured from one vernal equinox to the next vernal equinox and is calculated as the time when the sun crosses the plane of the earth's equator, making night and day of approximately equal length as the first day all over the earth. On this first solar day, where night equals 12 hours between sunset and sunrise, and day equals 12 hours between sunrise and sunset all over the earth, Adam, his descendants, and all the families of the earth were commanded to count 6 days in which they were to do all their labor. And beginning at sunset on the 7th day until the end of sunset, the whole earth is commanded to observe and to honor the memory of Yahweh for all his work and his creation, which he, Yahweh, created and made. Man, Adam, was commanded to follow this simple procedure of counting 6 days of labor and resting on the 7th day from month to month and from year to year. We explained that all the foundations of the earth are out of course, according to Psalm chapter 82, verse 5, as a result of Satan changing this simple procedure of counting time to the way we are keeping time today. The first day, as decreed by Yahweh, occurs at the vernal equinox. However, Julius Caesar, with the permission of the head of the Roman Catholic Church, changed the first day from the vernal equinox to the 1st of January. According to Time Almanac, it states, and I quote, "Caesar decreed that the year began with the 1st of January and not with the vernal equinox in late March. While Caesar decreed that the vernal equinox should not be used as the first day of the new year, the vernal equinox is still a fact of nature that could not be disregarded." End quote. It is a fact of nature that could not be disregarded because the Creator, Yahweh himself, decreed the earth to make one complete revolution around the sun, beginning at one vernal equinox to the next. It is like clockwork, which is calculated from the time when the sun crosses the plane of the earth's equator, making night and day approximately equal length all over the earth and occurring as the first day and ending at the completion of 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, 45.51 seconds. This cannot be disregarded because the vernal equinox has been occurring since it was decreed by Yahweh in Genesis chapter 1, verse 5, even until this day and shall be forevermore. To make January the first day of the year official, the Julian calendar was introduced, and it was later replaced by the Gregorian calendar, which, in actuality, is still the Julian calendar, but in a corrected form. We showed you that the Gregorian calendar was introduced by Pope Gregory XIII in 1582, and is now, this day, accepted and used as the official calendar, not only in America, but also in most countries of the world. By changing the times and laws, Satan has deceived many to believe that the 7th day is to be observed on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Scripturally, we showed you how and why Satan did this in Daniel chapter 7, verse 25, which told us that Satan would think to change times and laws. A synonym for the word think is reckon. reckon means the same as name. We reference that Sunday was set as the first day of the week in 321 AD by Emperor Constantine, who also established the 7-day week in the Roman calendar and promulgated it to the Christian world. Subsequently, the names given to the days of the week in Latin were adapted through various Germanic languages until they assumed their present designations in English as Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We showed you the facts that prove that all these days have been named after Roman gods, which, in fact, are all pagan gods. Why did Satan change the times and laws of Yahweh? He did this because he himself wanted to be like the Most High, Yahweh, having all the families of the earth worshiping him instead of the Creator, Yahweh. Satan has deceived many into worshiping the named days as the seventh day, whether it is Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. These named days do not rotate, but remain stationary on the Gregorian calendar from year to year. On the other hand, we told you that the seventh day, as decreed by Yahweh, begins at the vernal equinox, which is the first day of a solar year, at which time we are to count 6 days in which to labor and do all our work. And at the end of the 6th day, at sunset, is the beginning of the 7th day, the Sabbath of Yahweh, and no one is to do any work. We are to keep repeating this counting system of 6 days of labor and the 7th day of rest through each solar month forever. When we follow this procedure from year to year, each numbered day in a solar month will have rotated over a period of time as the 7th day, the Sabbath of Yahweh. If you are just joining us for the first time and would like the documentation on the 7th day as decreed by the God of the Bible, Yahweh, you may order the videotape series of shows 190 through 197 from Peace Foundation, P.O. Box 1768, Seguin, Texas 78155. Next week, we will discuss the Sabbath day and what it means.
Who is worthy? Who is worthy to open the book? Who is worthy to open the book and loose the seals thereof?
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. At the end of time of evil rule, the Anointed One, the Messiah, shall appear.
Yahweh ben Yahweh, at a particular time in the past, became that which he was not before, a physical being, which implies a continuing existence in a new state. Our father Abraham rejoiced to see the day of Yahweh ben Yahweh, and he saw it and was glad. Now, we know that some of you are saying, Yahweh ben Yahweh is not yet 70 years old. So how can they say he has seen Abraham? Truly, truly, we are saying unto you, before Abraham was, Yahweh ben Yahweh is, as declared in John chapter 8, verses 56 through 58. Yahweh ben Yahweh and his father Yahweh are one. John chapter 10, verse 30. And now, O Father Yahweh, glorify Yahweh ben Yahweh with your own self, with the glory which he had with you before the world was. John chapter 17, verse 5. Yahweh ben Yahweh is the image of the invisible Yahweh. He is the firstborn of every creature. For by Yahweh ben Yahweh were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers.